assumption.
Namaskar, Kashitari, and good morning. Respected Geshe Dorji Damdul, our resident Guru Geshe Dorji Damdul, Lama Tashila, and all the Dharma friends present here today. On behalf of the Menlhai Jamtse Buddhist Center, I extend a warm welcome to all the Dharma friends who have gathered here for today's one-day teaching program by one of the most eminent scholar, author, and a great teacher, Venerable Geshe Dorji Damdul, Director of Tibet House, New Delhi. Today, teaching will be focused on the topic 37 practices of a Bodhisattva. The 37 practices of Bodhisattva is a revered text in Mahayana Buddhism composed by the Tibetan master Geshe Dorji Damdul in the 14th century, structured into 37 verses. It offers practical guidance on the path to becoming a Bodhisattva and being committed to attaining enlightenment for the benefit of all the sentient beings. Overall, 37 practices of a Bodhisattva serves as a concise and profound manual for those on the Bodhisattva path, providing clear and practical advice for living a life dedicated to the welfare of others and the pursuit of enlightenment. Before I invite Jill, I will just brief about today's program. We are being delayed by a few minutes. We apologize for that. After the welcome speech by Jill, we're going to have a first session. Today's session will be divided into three parts. First session before the lunch, and we will break for lunch at 12. And the fourth session will be 12:45 to 12:15. Second session, and then we'll have a short tea break. And the third and the last session will happen around 12:40 to 3:30 p.m. And then we have Q&A session, and the last will be presentation of token of appreciation and the vote of thanks. So this is just a brief schedule for the day. Now I would like to invite Jill to offer introduction session and introduce today's guest speaker. Jill.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see everyone here this morning. Welcome. First and foremost, a special welcome for our honored guest speaker, Venerable Geshe Dorji Damdul, the director of Tibet House, New Delhi. We are truly fortunate to have him here with us today, and will witness his unique ability to deliver the Dharma teachings in a way that imprints our minds with profound blessings of our precious Dharma. We also extend a heartfelt gratitude for our hosts, Geshe Dorji Kashila, and Sister Tenzin, who graciously invited Geshe to Mumbai this year and provide us with this opportunity to grow spiritually. Also, warm welcome for all of you who are members of Menlhai Tibetan Buddhist Center, and those of you that are all students with Tibetan study. And Geshe Dorji's dedicated students for many years. He was getting phone calls last night. I was with them, some people who are hearing he's in town, so many old students are also connected with Geshe Dorji. And we're all rejoicing in recognition that this is indeed a great opportunity. My name is Jill, so I'm honored to welcome you here today to study and practice with the 37 practices of Bodhisattva. Geshe was telling me this morning, for those of you that are studying, this is revision. Which is nice to hear. She said you'll be familiar with it. So this is like the notes. For those of you that are not yet studying, this is great essential wisdom to take in, as we are all on the path to becoming wisdom. It's my deepest hope that this Dhamma talk will serve for both a sanctuary for everyone as well as a catalyst for our expansion, the growth of our mind, the healing of our mind, whatever it is we might need. And may today's environment be comfortable, yet gently challenging to transform us and upgrade us. We also hope that an opportunity to connect deeply with ourselves and with fellow Sangha members. So with that, I'd like you to all maybe just take a minute and just greet the person next to you if you don't know. Look behind you, look in front of you, just say hello. Wonderful. It's nice to know your neighbors, in case you need anything. Your neighbors there. With that, I kindly would like to ask everyone to put their phones on silent, just for ease and grace, as we engage and practice our presence today and maintain integrity of the teachings. As a student of Geshe Dorji since 2017, I participated in the Nalanda Diploma course, and now the Nalanda Master's course, the second batch, as known as NDC2 and NMC2 for those of you that are practicing. And I'm personally attest to the profound impact of these teachings. So let's not underestimate what these teachings can do in our lives and for our lives. And Geshe Dorji's dedicated and systematic style really helps us to stay engaged and stay on the path. So we're incredibly fortunate to have him here with us today. So we'll listen closely and participate actively, as all of you know. This is going to hope for our participation today. So hopefully we can also engage with this wonderful teaching style. And now I'm going to ask, to read a short bio. Okay, so here is basically to read out about the source of Matthew. When Geshe Dorji Damdul is the director of Tibet House in New Delhi, the cultural center of the Sovereign of Dalai Lama since 2011, he received his formal training from the Institute of Buddhist Dialectic in Dharamshala, Devon Yosei Monastery University, and Vivekananda College. In 2003, he was a visiting fellow at Cambridge University. In 2005, he was appointed as an official
translated to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, serving in this capacity for many years, and Geshe has contributed to and translated several key texts, journals and papers related to Buddhism, since epistemology, philosophy, and science and psychology. He also served as editor for the Dharma magazine and Laksam Sekwa. Currently, Geshe leads retreats and teaches Buddhist philosophy, psychology, logic, and practice extensively, both in India and abroad. Thank you all again for being here. And now, without further ado, I invite Geshe Dorji Damdul to begin today's speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jill, and for this introduction. And it is a great joy for me to be here all here. And thanks to Jill and Love and all who are in core team of the circle of Krishna, you for this supporting and to us present here. And I always feel that yesterday when you were present, Krishna mentions that phrase, and I did mention this there also, that it's been many years since 2008 that I've been coming to Mumbai, and all along this years of journey in Mumbai, coming to Mumbai, I just wished that if Mumbai one, I was not fully not fully planned. I was just wishing that if there's a sunset here in Mumbai, that there are many people who want, who feel lost, that they have some mental problem, issues, and craving for some guidance, and yet they're lost, not getting support. And seeking support, and yet not happening. So, and then later on, more than a center, is a teacher. And I think about like 10 years ago, little over 10 years, perhaps like 11 or 12 years ago, there was an effort from one philanthropist to train some Tibetan monks so that they can help the Mumbaikars where they need the help, advice, and so forth. These teachers can go, and then their program did not really succeed. And I think it was when was the first time that you brought me here? 2017, she invited me to the presentation here in Mumbai. And then there was the first time I was meeting Geshe Dorji. And say for me, I was constantly sharing this with Jill. For me, say the traditions, my tradition, your tradition, it is insignificant. For me, the person matters. So the Geshe is just seeing him there, also impressed. Perhaps like 10 years younger than me, if not 15 years. 10 years younger than me, and yet seeing that he's extremely grounded, mature, high scholarship, really big scholar. And if the Mumbaikars, if you see visualize more as we say, like say a puja person. Say you have, oh, Vishnu, please come for some puja, right? So this is Tibetan expression. It says that you're using, what is this cloth known as? The very expensive cloth. This is known as brocade. In Tibetan we call it gojin. So you are making this gojin. This gojin is for decoration, not for the kitchen cloth. So you are using the kitchen, you are turning the very expensive brocade as a kitchen cloth. Big scholar using as a puja master, right? So puja anybody can do, but big scholar, somebody to become such a scholar and a practitioner is so rare. So when I first met him, I can know more about him. I felt that okay, now finally, although I did not do anything to make things happen, and finally something happened here. There's a good teacher coming here, very dynamic, extremely passionate, and a great practitioner, scholar, I say the highly knowledgeable scholar. So from that point of view, the people of Mumbai, we are very fortunate. And I see that there are many who are doing the Nalanda studies from Tibet House, and the many people all over the world who do this course. And the one thing which is in their mind is that when they have some questions, they're just wondering as to where to turn to. In many places, they don't have teachers. They do have a teacher here. So now that the master's students are running the diploma course, the certificate course, or otherwise as well, I would say that spending time with such a teacher, and as mentioned yesterday, and the call in the morning, I again mentioned this to Jill, that people have issues where there are problems. We go through mental crisis, stress, anxiety, depression, and so forth, and we need support. And the support is not like, say, you go to somebody and then a person says something, instantly your problems finish. No, it's not happening like this. Oftentimes our problems, they can be purely cognitive. The cognitive thought process then distilled into the affective, say, the disturbance. And sometimes it can be like stress built over, say, the many years. And sometimes it can be like because of the encountering with different people who may not be too, so the kind, nice, and that builds up gradually, and we age, and our body is also aging. So as your body ages, your body and your mind is very closely connected. So with this, then as the body ages, and then even small things can trigger agitation, stress, and so forth. And when these things build up within your being, you really need support. So the best support is like, say, Geshe-la, just be there, and if you have some, just maybe you can bring one or two questions and ask him. Then he will, share his wisdom, and just sit with a cup of tea, enjoy a cup of tea with Geshe-la, right? I can see that he has the motherly figure, and being a big scholar, plus a motherly figure, very accommodating, very loving. This is so precious. So by doing so, unconsciously, you're imbibing some qualities which will make you gradually feel grounded. And your stress gradually disappears. This is so precious, particularly in Mumbai, place like Mumbai, cosmopolitan place. And people can be, say, it's a huge population, but individually you are so lonely. It happens in Delhi also. So the point is that see how to make the maximum of Krishna's presence here. This is one thing that I want to share with you. So with this in mind, today we are being together here, and while we are doing this text, the 37 parts of Bodhisattva, at the same time I want to take it more from a secular perspective, more so than the Buddhist perspective. Take it more secular, meaning that anybody, whether you're Buddhist, non-Buddhist, believer, non-believer, it doesn't matter. Anybody can come and then see what's the benefit. Oftentimes, what I share with people is that, say, we learn things. Learn, not necessarily accept, not necessarily reject. We learn. And if you see that it's meaningful and beneficial for you, you can accept it. And you learn doesn't mean that you have to accept it or you outright reject it. So these are two extremes. Accepting it without analysis and rejecting it without analysis. These are two extremes. So we should be wise to learn things and then see, distill it, scrutinize it to the analysis and see that if it's meaningful, adopt it. If it's not meaningful, discard it. So usually I tell people that, say, you can enjoy pizza. You don't need to become Italian. Just enjoy pizza, then be who you are. Remain who you are. So you don't need to become Italian. So, with this in mind, having said this, what we do is that me and Vishla and the Drashila, we will say some of the auspicious verses initially, and so you just actually invoke that today, the 3 sessions together here, say, okay, at least in these 3 sessions, I will try to invoke the, say, as a virtuous mind, meaning a wholesome mind. Wholesome mind, and I'll give myself a little break to give myself a free time or to give the ease of mind for these 3 sessions, and which will be a ground for self-love, self-affection, plus cultivating affection for others. So at times, so when I speak in this form, it is like, say, there's an English expression which said, converting the converted. Right? You already know that, and you are against that again. So this is like, you're already doing this. You're already doing this, but still, for us, it would be good as a reminder. Okay. So having said this, we'll say some of the verses and just feel yourself, the expansiveness of your heart. See that your heart is expanding. And even if it is like you are just contriving, let it be. Contriving meaning that you're practicing. So when you play the music, when you learn music, say initially there's no music, it's just noise. Although you're mimicking your teachers, but it's a noise. You keep practicing. Gradually you become beautiful music. Likewise, at the moment, you may be contriving that, okay, now I'm expanding my compassion. I think of for example, how the mothers, when they see their child dirtying the wall with a pencil marks, the mother sees that as a painting. For the mother, this is a painting. For other people, what is this? What's this? Oh, dirty wall. But for the mother, this is painting. Because of the love the mother feels towards the child. So likewise, say they just try to just be it on the level of the contrivance. It's fine. Just expand your heart. Saying that, okay, I love my, say the parents, children, brothers, sisters, family members, and then your neighbors, then my colleagues in the workplace, and everyone in Mumbai, everyone in, say, the world and the whole universe. Just think of that while we are reciting some auspicious verses. Sanje Joda Zoge Jonamna Janjo Pado Tane Janbushi Nage Jinso Give Sonamye Yola Benjir Sanje Dubarai Sho Sanje Joda Zoge Jonamna Janjo Pado Tane Janbushi Nage Jinso Give Sonamye Yola Benjir Sanje Dubarai Sho Sanje Joda Zoge Jonamna Janjo Pado Tane Janbushi Dage Jinso Give Sonamye Dola Benjir Sanje Dubarai Sho Chaze Wada Jujin Shabada Jizu Iran Kushin Suwa Gewa Chungse Dage Chisaba Tamje Zobe Chanju Chirmo Kunjo Sumna Daja Che Digba Tamje Zobo Sha Zobe Gela Jir Sanje Chanju Ige Zon Sanje Choda Sojo Da Chanju Badu Daja Je Rangshin Rene Rabdu Chanju Simne Gebarage Chanju Choge Simne Gege Simje Tamje Dage Jundu Chanju Chujo Yimon Jebarage Dola Benje Sanje Dubarai Sho Kunjo Sumna Daja Je Digba Tamje Sush Gela Je Rang Sanje Chanju Ige So Sanje Choda Sojo La Chanju Badu Daja Rangshin Rene Rabdu Chanju Simne Gebarage Chanju Choge Simne Gege Simje Tamje Dage Jundu Nire Chanju Chujo Yimon Jebarage Dola Benje Sanje Dubarai Sho Kunjo Sumna Daja Je Digba Tamje Subo Sha Gela Je Rang Sanje Chanju Ige Sanje Choda Sojo La Chanju Badu Daja Je Rangshin Rene Rabdu Chanju Simne Gebarage Chanju Choge Simne Gege Simje Tamje Dage Jundu Nire Chanju Chujo Yimon Jebarage Dola Benje Sanje Dubarai Sho Lama Yo Seja Nama Dala Wumba Zibu Su Chidar Mungi Deshege Chanju Tune Geba Da Chanju Sunra Lama Kedarim Shene Badar Dajan Dola Bende Do Chanju Suni Gege Shen Chanju Sunra Lama Rimba Shindu Labarai Ki Lama Yo Seja Nama Dala Wumba Zibu Su Chidar Mungi Deshege Chanju Tune Geba Da Chanju Sunra Lama Da Kedarim Shene Badar Dajan Dola Bende Chanju Sene Gege Shen Chanju Senda Labada Rimba Shindu Labarai Ki Lama Yiva Seja Nam Dala Wamba Zebu Su Chidram Gede Shege Chanju Tune Geba Chanju Senda Labada Dedarim Jene Badara Dajan Dola Bendendu Chanju Sene Gege Chanju Senda Labada Rimba Shindu Labarai Ki Okay, we will recite the verse of the dependent origination mantra. This is a mantra, and there are many from Narendra studies, Narendra master's course, Tibetan course, or the certificate course, or some from the retreats, and those of yes. Okay, so those of us who know this mantra will recite together. And those who don't know the mantra, they listen, and the core message of the mantra is that all phenomena they arise from the causes, and the causes are taught by the Tathagata, meaning the enlightened one. And the cessation of the causes as well is taught by the Buddha. The cessation, how to stop the causes of the miseries, is also taught by the Buddha. So, our job is how to stop the miseries by stopping the cause of the miseries. And for this, we need to know what the cause of the miseries are and how to bring an end to these causes. So this is the message. So with this mind, let's say this, sing this 3 times together. Sorry. Om Ye Dharma Etum Te Shambhatagato Yavatat Esham Chayo Niroda Evam Vadi Mahashamanaye Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Etum Desham Bhagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahachramanaye Swaha Om Yedarama Hetu Prabhavam Etum Pesham Bhagato Yavatat Esham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashravanaye Swaha. Okay. The author of this text, Geshe Dorji I'd like to quickly share a brief biography of this author and the biography of where he is born. So this is not what I'm sharing with you. Only the, say, one or two inspirational anecdotes which will inspire us how to lead a life, how to live a life more meaningfully. So when I say more meaningfully, it doesn't mean to be good, don't create problem. No, it's not about this. It's about your well-being. Be happy. Be happy. How do we lead a happy life? How do we lead a happy life? This is the whole other point. And so with this point, to make it very quick, there are two anecdotes which, when I was in my 20s and hearing about these great teachers of Bible, really inspired us. So, one was that this teacher, when he was a little boy, perhaps he was age like 4 or 5, he was, being, he was walking with his uncle, and two of them just walking outside, and there was a huge storm, and because of which everything just blown into the air, and the leaves they also are blown into the air, and this little boy just seeing these leaves, just blown into the air so forcefully, this boy just say 4 or 5, he started to cry. And the uncle knew that this boy is very special. And the uncle, in order to stop him from crying, uncle knew why this boy is crying. And the uncle said that the stupid boy, these are not birds, these are the leaves. Because the boy thought that these poor birds are being carried away by the wind, and then the birds are going to be killed. So this is why he is moved by compassion. Those are birds. And then the uncle saying that these are leaves, these are not birds. Instantly the boy would stop crying, feeling so relieved that these are not the birds who are suffering. So how come that such a little boy at this age could demonstrate such intense compassion towards other creatures? How come? This question. And today, I'm sure that many of you have seen those video clips of the little boys and girls who are born in the culture of the non-vegetarianism, culture of killing animals. And then they've never seen these little boys and girls, the whole family, the whole community, just killing animals for food. Whole community. There's no concept of, the pain in the animal, compassion for the animal, no. But these boys and girls, they demonstrate such intense compassion towards these animals, and then they were actually protecting the animals, saving the animals, crying, and pleading the father not to kill animals. Where these little boys and girls brought up in such an environment where the killing of animals is just like cutting the potatoes. Where these boys and girls learn this compassion from? From where? This is a big question. So this exactly is amazing. Only when you practice compassion, which you would learn from this, the teachings of the 37 practices of Bodhisattvas, only you can learn this. Once you learn this, the two techniques to cultivate this expansive compassion, then you will find how difficult it is. And if you see that somebody is demonstrating these qualities at such a young age, you would be really, you see them as truly, truly adorable and respectful. Okay. So on another occasion, again, the same boy, very young age, like 4 or 5, he was born in a nomadic place. When in the Tibetan, the plateau, a nomadic place, where they dress is just like animal fur or animal skin. And they have the chuba. Chuba meaning that's what meaning dress. And this little boy also has his own chuba, small one. And that was like hundreds of years ago. So for the toilet, they have to go out. And this little boy went out. Coming back, it was dead in the cold winter. Coming back, this boy was naked. That's age 4 or 5. He was naked. And the parents, all the family members, they asked me, "Where's your chuba?" And the boy was not uttering a word. But very confident, not uttering a word, but he did with chuba. And then the family members, they all rushed outside to see where the chuba was. They found the chuba, his chuba, on a bush, a tiny bush. And they was wondering why he put his chuba on the bush. So they gradually put up the chuba, and there's a tiny spider in the bush. So one of us says, what is going in the mind of this little boy? That I'm a huge man in comparison with this tiny spider. And then I have the animal, this skin chuba, still I'm feeling cold. And he has no chuba. He must be feeling cold. So he gave his chuba to this spider. So look, it's not about, this is a stupid thing. Chuba, you will not help this. No. So what's this gesture underneath? What made this boy go into this gesture of giving his chuba to the tiny insect? Was the compassion inside? Again, the question is, where did he learn this compassion from? This is so important. And later on, then as you grow older, he incredibly brilliant master and a great practitioner who everybody respected. And now, after hundreds of years, still this text, 37 verses, the practice of Bodhisattvas is so popular, and that anybody, particularly I would say the counselors, I know that there are many counselors here, like Venerable Geshe and here, Menlhai, there are so many of you here, and for you I would say that these, if you truly see that your thinking resonates with what is taught in these teachings, and then imbibe these teachings with your being, and you apply this to your the patients, the clients, the students, the effect is going to be very different. And for other ones as well, for others like us, who counselors, or for us also, this is extremely precious text. And we study this, we can see the benefit of this. This is extremely precious, and it can ease your life, make your life way meaningful, easy, and then that you, having gone through transformation, you see that your family members, you will automatically see that they are transformed. Because they love you so much, they want you to be with them. And the moment you come there, they feel uneasy, right? They feel stirred, right? So they cannot let you go, or they cannot let you come. You know why? You become like a hot red burning gold. Versus gold, you cannot throw this. Because hot burning, You keep it, it burns your hand. Right? So that your family member, they don't want to throw you. Because you are, grumpy, they want to throw you. So what do you do now? You're getting at, this is the dilemma with your family members. The moment you drop the grumpiness, right, then your love and affection is reverberates. With this, then you see the glow on the face of your parents, on the face of your mother, father, brothers, sisters, husband, wife, children. You start to see the glow in them. When you see the glow, who gave this glow to them? You gave this glow. You feel happy. The glow will be reflected in you, will be mirrored on your face. And they see the glow in you. Again, their glow multiplies. It's so beautiful. So this is what I'm so happy about that Yeshua picked up this text for our class today. Okay. So with this in mind, the first thing that I like to share with you with a little bit of background with respect to this text is that we should not forget the purpose of life. We should not forget the purpose of life. And so there are a number of my friends here, like India's there, like many years of our friendship, and here Lucky here, Lucky, yes, over there, India's, yes. So my many years of friendship, like 16 years. 16 years. So just imagine those days when we first met, my hair was completely dark. Just imagine, 16 years ago, my hair was completely dark. Now, why it's coming up? You're getting it? So this is life. Impermanence. So with this, what's the purpose of life? We need to think of that. Seriously, we have to think of this. Otherwise, we say sometimes what we do is that we flow with the trend of the community. You don't swim, you flow. Right? It's very dangerous. You don't swim, you flow, and you think that you're swimming. You don't know, you never think about the purpose of life. What's the purpose of life? You never think about it. And you think that you're doing something. What are you doing? Why you are doing this? Why are you doing that? And so forth. There should be a purpose in doing that. There should be a purpose. So what is that purpose? This is a question. Okay. So, anyone? Great. So what's the purpose? What do you think is the purpose of life? Anyone? Just be free. Particularly those who were absent from yesterday. Yesterday we had a very informal meeting. And today, just quick. Anyone? So what do you think is the purpose of life? Not necessarily any philosophical answer. Okay, this gentleman over there. No purpose is the purpose of life. Okay, no purpose is the purpose of life. Okay. Yes.
Benefit of others, and in that sense benefiting yourself.
Benefit others so that I get benefit. You're getting it? So there's no hard and fast rule to say that this is the purpose of life. You're getting it? Same, there's no purpose, this is reality. This is the purpose of life. Or no, benefit others and you get a benefit. That's the purpose of life. Anyone else? Yes.
I feel like the purpose in life of a general person would be that person would be having some bond or something that he wants and to maybe
Fulfill
that will be doing something that he doesn't want to do.
Say again?
It's like a cycle of wanting something and to get that, to possess that, he's doing something that he doesn't want to do.
Okay, so there's an aspiration there, and then they say to reach to that aspiration, you do something, and the person doesn't want to do that. You're going to, okay, I want to crack the UPS exam so that I become IA, because IAS officer, IAS officer. But exams, you have to sit for the exams. No, I don't want to study that hard, right? So I want the goal, I want the fruit, I don't want to put effort. Okay. Yes, this is the problem with many of the people. Any other purpose? Anyone? Anyone raise hands? Raise hands? Yes, over there. Cyrus.
To enjoy and to help others also enjoy and at the same time not harm anybody or keep the environment.
Enjoy yourself and others enjoy and don't harm. Wonderful. Anyone else? Yes, brother.
To have firstly have a nice job, earn money so that you can have a good life.
Okay. Earn money. Earn, and so that you have enough and then you can enjoy life. Chill out. Right? Good. Anyone else? Yes, over there.
Improving yourself and to try to become a Bodhisattva.
Okay.
That's the purpose of
Keep improving yourself. Become
not ambitious.
hard to try to become Bodhisattva. That's the purpose of life. The lady over there. The lady. Yes.
To recognize this very moment and to learn to live this.
To recognize this moment and to learn to live this moment. What do you mean by learn to live this moment? Okay, be in the present moment. Be in the present moment, don't be distracted. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't worry too much about the future. Make sure that the present moment is used productively so the future is taken care of instead of worrying about it. Wonderful. Okay.
I believe it's purpose changes with the stage of life you are in at the age that you are in. And every purpose at that stage, you kind of look forward to fulfilling it or achieving it. And then you realize it was probably futile because there's another new purpose at that age which you have come to. Ultimately, I feel I would personally say it's peace of mind. You know? Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Being still.
Wonderful.
No,
Wonderful.
no kind of disturbances.
Wonderful.
Day to day.
Your name?
Sanjeev.
Okay, what Sanjeev is saying, if I'm correct, you correct me if I'm wrong. What Sanjeev is saying is that when you are age 2, 3, you hold a teddy bear. That's the purpose. Hold a teddy bear. When you reach age 10, don't hold a teddy bear. Right? And don't say A for apple, B for Bob. You have to say more than this. You have to talk about the solar system, and so forth. Right? Then when you graduate the college, don't say A for apple, B for Bob. The purpose shifts to a different phase of your life. Right? Okay, overall speaking, what Sanjeev just concluded is that overall speaking, whether you are holding teddy bear, or whether you're talking about quantum mechanics, or you're talking about your family, whatever, we all seek the peace of mind. Even if you're like small children, they think that they get peace of mind through holding teddy bear. And when you grow older, you get, say for example, those with the more education, you think that by clearing some who are keen to become bureaucrats, by clearing the basic exam, you get peace of mind. And some people with the business, or whatever you are doing, you think that by being successful in that, you get peace of mind. In short, everybody is seeking peace of mind. That's the purpose of life. Very good, I'm so glad. This is so important. This is so important. And do you all agree with me that, for example, your name? Okay, what Kabirji said is that the purpose of life is to benefit others, and meanwhile you get a benefit. You get a benefit. And then you say benefit in one sense. You get a joy, you get a happiness by making others happy. And then say that there's no purpose. That's the purpose of life. There's no purpose. Right? Saying for example, let's say somebody talk about the purpose of life. It's very elaborate. And then when you see that there's no purpose of life, you're just wasting your life, talking about the purpose. You're getting it? So there, where you see people not talking about the purpose of life, it makes you happy. When you see people talking about the purpose of life, you feel unhappy. So you don't want to hear people talking about the purpose of life. Because that makes you unhappy, you don't want it. You want happiness. And then the other one, be in the present moment. Learn how to be in the present moment. Don't think too much about the world's past and the future. Take care of the present moment. The future is taken care of, right? So in what we're taking care of, the future, so will be the way we like. And when that happens, I'll be happy. So in short, as Sanjeev just said, and as here Kapilji said, the thing is that we all finally want happiness, peace of mind. Nobody wants stress. Okay, how many of you, 2020, when the COVID hit the world, how many feel that, wow, apocalypse, right? I'm so glad, now I'm going to die. Raise hands. Or on the contrary to this, there is a stress, feeling of uncertainty. How many felt the feeling of uncertainty? Raise hands. COVID-19, 2020, go back in time, right? Okay, feeling of uncertainty. It was a very scary experience for all of us. Okay, so this is a proof. Sometimes we can be extremely impractical. Impractical meaning that we don't really talk about the reality. We talk something that comes to the surface of your intellectual thinking. And these real life encounters will teach us who you really are. Feeling of uncertainty, nobody wants it. It's a very scary feeling of uncertainty. Yet, it does happen and nobody wants it. This is something the common feature of all of us. We all want to stay away from fears. We all want the maximum happiness. This is reality. Okay. Now, till this point, how many of you agree with me, with Sanjeevji, what Kapilji said? That we all want happiness. We don't want misery. We don't want the fear of uncertainty. Sense? How many agree? Very good. Okay. If that is the case, the next question is where can we get this happiness, peace, ease? Where does it come from? We come from where? From outside or from inside? Are you sure?
Comes from both.
Both sides, inside, outside, both. Right? Inside, outside, both. Okay, can you give me an example, Kapilji?
So if I don't earn certain amount of money, then I can't practice also. I cannot practice Buddhism if my stomach is not full and my kids are not fed and they are not going to school. So to that extent, definitely I need material happiness from outside. But after a certain point of time, then I can't be just happy by having more money, while it may seem to be so, but it will be diminishing return kind of a thing. I mean, I'm happy when I have basics. I'm a little more happy, not joyous if it is double. If it is quadruple, I'm a little more happy, but it is not like 5 times. Then I need something from inside coming as well. But do I need basic money, basic house, basic food, basic shelter, and maybe a little bit more? Certainly that comes from outside.
Okay, how many agree with Kapilji? How many agree with Kapilji? Okay, I'm glad. I thought that nobody's raising a hand. Right? I'm glad that there's no hands coming up. Actually, what Kapilji said is very, very practical. Very practical. Extremely practical. Okay. I see that. Okay. Doctor. Okay. So I see that many of you from Nalanda studies, I can see that. Okay. Say for a bird trying to cross the river or ocean, the bird has to use the 2 wings. Which of the 2 wings is more important? Right wing or the left wing? Are you sure? If I tell you, just tell one, don't say both. Which is more important? No, you cannot say right or you cannot say left. If you say right is more important, ignore the left, then with the right you cannot fly. And left is more important because the right cannot fly. Left is more important. Take out the left and then ignore the right, you cannot fly. So both, this is the answer. So this is the same the network of dependent origination. External factors, internal factors, both are important, as Kabir just said. Don't say this purely mental, purely mental, purely mental. Don't say this. Your health is very important. Money is very important. Family is very important. Meanwhile, that is not only one side. This is one wing. You need the other wing also, internal. Both are required. This is so important. Okay. So with this, the question is that let's say that you don't have any money, and then you see that you are suffering, your children are suffering, and suddenly, out of nowhere, somebody very kind, generous person gives you enough money. The children can go to school. You have ample food to eat. You're happy, very happy, extremely happy, feeling gratitude with that person. So that happiness is coming from where? From this money, or where? This money, this happiness is coming from where? This happiness which we feel is coming from where? This is the question. Is it coming from the money flowing into you? No. So you get, let's say you get 10,000 rupees. So these the billionaires who are constantly worrying, tension, stress, competition, they have million times that 10,000 rupees, but they're not happy. But you get this feeling. This feeling came from where? I'm not asking. This feeling came from this feeling. It comes on dependent on what? This was my question. There are two things. Where is this feeling coming from, and where is this? We say what are the things dependent upon which the feeling is coming. So dependent on which the feeling comes, external factors, money, power, good environment, so forth. These are the factors dependent upon which the pleasant feeling comes. But this pleasant feeling per se, the source, where is it coming from? For example, let's say the petroleum. To extract petroleum, you require all these machineries. But petrol is not coming from the machines. You get it? Petrol comes from the source. What do you call it? Crude oil. And crude oil comes from where? From sea, earth, there are different places there. They come from there. But machineries are required. Machines are required, depending on which you can extract them. What is the source from where it is extracted? Either the sea or the land and so forth. Likewise, this happiness that we are seeking, the peace which Sanji is talking about, the happiness that we are talking about. So this happiness, where is the source? The factors which helps us retrieve that, external factors are there, internal factors are there. But where is this source? This is so, we never thought about these things. I would suggest you, particularly I would say that all of us, and more precisely the counselors, it's so important for you to identify where the source is. When you are very confident with this, then how you talk to your clients, to your patients, is going to be very different. So, where is the source? This question. You're getting it? I'm not going to, you may not give answer now, but I will leave it as an open question, and you think about it, and just check where is it coming from. When somebody is nice to you, then you feel deep sense of joy coming. Where is it coming from? Where is the source? Okay, let me ask this question to you. How many of you had, say, the extremely beautiful moment in your mind, extremely beautiful, memorable experience of joy, a genuine joy that happened to you, extremely serene, intense, so pervasive. Say, how many have such a joy at least one time in your life? Okay, so say is there anyone who wants to share this moment? Okay. Yes, here. First child, you're holding the hand of your first child. Okay. So that is the beautiful moment. Let's not forget it. Anyone else? Yes, but there.
Coming by taxi, and suddenly I felt one with everyone. It was out of something that I just felt one with everybody, and that was the only point.
Any reason? What triggered the feeling?
I think I was touched by someone's love.
Okay, someone, not this person, that. Okay, yes. So I added the word genuine. Does it qualify that or not? Does it qualify that experience that you had? Does it have that qualify the word proviso? English word proviso. Genuine. You sure? Okay, I hope it lasts. Okay, anyone else? Yes.
I used to get very scared of dogs, and then when I could hold my golden retriever for the first time, I think it just stole my heart.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Anyone else? Yes, but here.
So last year, through Tibet House, I got the opportunity. Everyone got the opportunity to meet the Bodhisattva. And that was a really joyful experience for me. Getting to meet in person as well.
When was that?
Last year in July.
June 2nd. Yes. Okay, June 2nd, audience with Holiness, it was extremely beautiful moment. Yes. And in fact, I can actually elaborate on this later, not now. This is very beautiful. You could see the beauty of His Holiness's heart. Amazing. Okay, the girl over here.
Good afternoon, everyone. This was the moment when I was interning and I had helped a child that I had delivered for the first time.
You're a nurse or doctor? Doctor, okay. Pediatrician? Yes. Okay, yes, the gentleman over here.
So, I feel very grateful when I am at the moment and when I am witnessing myself. Like, most of the time, I feel very grateful.
Wow. So that's the purpose of life?
I think it's a peace of mind and I feel very joyous and very happy.
You like it? You don't like it?
I love it.
You love it. That's the purpose of life. So that's the purpose. There's no purposeless.
Purpose. there is purpose, like,
Bring it moment and whatever comes and bring it.
So that's the purpose. Bring the moment. Beautiful moment, you enjoy it, that's the purpose.
At the moment,
so what I'm saying is that's the purpose.
That is the purpose.
There's no purposelessness, the purpose.
That is the purpose. It's not a future.
Okay, good. Amazing. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful moment. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, over there.
Every year I visit Tibet to my root guru's place in Luksa. The moment the road enters the mountain and you see the mountain, that moment, like every year when I see the mountain, it's like everything I watch, that I become one with the place.
Did you hear what she said? This is a very precious experience that she's sharing. So, the same meeting with her, you said her guru. She knows, she has experience, the felt. I won't use the word vibration, many people use the word vibration. It is not wrong, but usually I don't use such words. I would say that she knows the guru. And whether she could articulate or not, that's a different story. She actually felt something profound. Now, every time she goes near that place, particular spot, where that triggers something inside, where everything melts and dissolves, and that very beautiful expansive mind comes. And that happens almost every time she visits a place. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay. Now tell me, were all these beautiful moments which you shared with us here, these beautiful moments, like holding the first day of holding the hand of one's the newborn, and then seeing this exact the very spot where everything melts, and then there's expansive beautiful moment coming to you. Where is this beautiful moment coming from? Where is it coming from? This question. Where is it coming from? It's coming from inside. It's not from outside. It's not there's something outside, something inside. External factors are there to help you retrieve that. For example, in her case, that spot. That spot is the external factor that triggered that feeling. Then here, the child, holding the child and the external child, that triggered that feeling. So, and then the girl over there, that moment in the car, what was the car, what? That someone might, she kept a cigarette. Someone, right? So that external factor, and the joy is as though like that thing is coming flowing from outside into you. No, it's not flowing from outside into you. It's actually inside being retrieved by these external factors. Let's not forget it. Which means the real source of the joy is inside you. So, for example, in the case of this girl, what's your name over there? White one? Dhyashini. What Dhyashini said is that she got some experience. You know what the gentleman over there, your name? Yes. What Prabhat is saying is that almost every moment there's a feeling of blissful experience, ecstasy. Right? So that feeling, say, one specific triggered that. Now, if the trigger is multiplied, if the trigger is intensified, what do you think? The joy that is inside can be reached more? Can be. It can be. So the next question is the real treasure or to mine the gold ore, the treasure ore inside you. So how expansive, how rich is this treasure inside? This is a very serious question. What's the question? Manashwari? No? How rich is the treasure? My question is yet to come. The second question is yet to come. This is the question. How rich is that treasure inside you? Treasure happiness inside you. How rich? How much can we retrieve it? How much can we retrieve it? Once you get some confidence, wow, this treasure is infinite. It's infinitely rich. If this confidence you get, then your job is to retrieve it. Keep mining this internal treasure. You're getting it? Then the next question is what Manishri just said. How to retrieve it? This next question. This is a very serious question. You're getting it? Okay, how many you are fully present? Oh, many. That's interesting. Okay. So, okay, raise hands. Those are fully people. Fully people, raise hands. Okay, Shweta, please tell me, what is fully?
One enjoys food.
Enjoys food. Just enjoys food. Huh?
To seek food as a source of enjoyment.
Okay, good definition. Okay, so I should make this as definition. Why I'm saying this is that one time there's one Tibetan house staff, a lady staff, and I'm not a foodie person. I'm not a foodie. To be very honest, I'm not a foodie. But I'm very particular with the various dishes, how they're prepared. I myself is not really foodie, right? But I'm fond of knowing how to make things, how things are made. I'm curious about all these things. So this staff, lady staff, she must have somehow got a feeling that, okay, she must have sensed that I would explore the various kinds of food, how they prepare and so forth. And once I've heard somebody telling me that girl was describing me as a foodie. I said, no, I'm not a foodie person. Perhaps my definition of food is wrong. So I was checking with other people. My definition of the foodie is how she had explained it. Who seeks joy by going after food. This mountain. But this girl doesn't mean it's a foodie. Okay. Why I said it? Okay, let's say the food per se. The food per se, okay, how many like cheesecake? Okay, many. So the moment you see, in fact, during the COVID, say I could overhear somebody from the lower flats in my building that perhaps two sisters, the younger one, maybe the older one, telling the other one, saying that I want to go to buy ice cream. I was overhearing this from my kitchen. And the other one, who, I don't know, the younger or the older one, said that, no, you cannot go. It's COVID, it's lockdown. And then the other one said that, no, I miss ice cream. You're getting it? So there, let's just imagine this person after 6 months of lockdown, for the first time you see your favorite ice cream. What do you think is the response of that person? Such a craving, mouth watering. You're getting it? So feeling as though like the joy is coming from ice cream flowing towards him or towards her. This is what we feel. The reality, this is not the case. Okay, you take the first bite of ice cream, good, delicious. Yes. Second scoop, 10 scoop, 20 scoop, enough. You're getting enough? No, you like ice cream. 30 scoop, then you throw up. It's no more delicious. You're getting it? So just imagine, which you like the most, the first or the 30th one? The first one. We'll keep the first one last, so they can enjoy it later. Right? You eat the remaining 30, and the last, before you throw up, you eat the first one. No difference. Very good. The first one, whichever, you eat the last, even if you throw up. So the object per se does not give you the joy. The joy is coming from somewhere else. This is so important. And I would highly recommend that all of us do this exercise. This exercise, whether the joy that you're feeling, this undeniable experience. Same, I would say that what this girl, what's her name again? Yashni. What she experienced, which she shared with us. Something like this was what I experienced. And it's extremely beautiful moment. That was the flight landed, my flight landed in at the airport of Singapore Airline. It landed and from nowhere, extremely beautiful feeling just came in. So beautiful. If you get this feeling, you will forget everything else. As she says, everything disappears. It's amazing. So just imagine if this feeling in your own capacity. So when someone is sharing these experiences, just see if you have gone through a similar experience yourself. If you have, these experiences are so precious. One experience that you have gone through yourself, that is 1,000 times more precious than somebody else sharing the experiences. Getting it? But from listen to somebody else sharing these things, from there then you can just see, did I experience such thing? Something of this kind? Yes, we all have, in one way or the other, we have that experience. For example, like how Nanditaji shared experience, like holding it. This was likewise in a very similar way shared by one gentleman in another very important center, where I asked this question, and that gentleman, he must be in his 30s. Literally, he was becoming emotional when he was sharing this experience. And he was on the verge to run into tears when sharing this experience. So, the question was, just share with us the moment that you feel most beautiful and memorable. And this gentleman said that the day one day that he held the hand of his 1-day-old daughter. And when he was describing this, he was almost in verse to tears. This beautiful feeling was coming in him. So likewise, we all have these feelings, right? Okay. Who was that little girl? And son or daughter? Son. Who was that little son? And who was that little daughter? Hey. No idea. No idea. No idea. You have no idea. Say, I have not seen you when you're born, but I can precisely conjecture that each one of us was that boy or was that girl. Each one of us, if not 100%, minimum 95% of us became a source of joy and happiness for the parents. Let's not forget it. How Namaji explained so beautifully, holding the hand of the child that she delivered the day one. There's so much joy in the mother's heart. This was what your parents felt when you were born. But nobody said that, oh, my parents hugging me, that's a beautiful moment. You did not say this. You said that when I was delivering a child. You're getting it? Not that when I was delivered by my parents. You do not say this. In reality, just imagine today, if somebody gives you the same amount of the love and affection to you, today, you will say, this is a magic moment. You know what this girl said? What is your name? Dipti. Right? Dipti said, everything else dissolved. Not dissolved, she said, put something. Will you repeat it? Everything but one. You're getting it? Okay. So if you encounter with somebody today, get the same amount of love and affection which your mother felt, which your father felt when you were born. If you experience it today, you will see that this is the most beautiful moment in the universe. You actually experience it. But we forgot it. We forgot it. So therefore, sometimes we tend to take for granted the parents' love and affection. This is where we can go wrong. And particularly what happens is that particularly when I say that you forgot your parents' love and affection, right? Some people may feel aversion. The moment I say your parents, mom and dad, instant aversion comes. You're getting it? Which means that, okay, I'm not saying that you're wrong. There can be out of 10,000 people, 1 or 2 or 10 could have gone through these experiences where you do not really get any love and affection when you are a toddler or a teenager from your parents, because your parents do not know how to express love and affection because they themselves had a very difficult childhood. It could be rare exceptions, but the majority of us here, I would say 99% of us here, you've got the maximum love and affection for your parents, and yet we tend to take for granted. Okay, so with this in mind, the question is, where is this feeling coming from? Incredible, beautiful moment. Where is it coming from? It's coming from inside. And it can be triggered by external factors and internal factors. But the source is within. That within, how expansive is that? Is incredibly expansive. Like how, these two girls described, and how Amrita described. So if you really imagine that you're experiencing this, you will see that the whole world, whole universe is like just one imbued with incredibly beautiful experience, indescribable beautiful experience. So that source is within each one of us. That is within each one of us. Everyone has the treasure. You, I, everyone. Even if you think that you're a Buddhist person, you're not. You have that experience. You have that treasure inside. This is known as the seat of perfection, and also referred to as the Buddha nature. When we say Buddha nature, Buddha, the word Buddha, it doesn't mean Buddhism. Don't forget it. Don't mix up two things. Buddha is a Sanskrit word. It means awakening. Okay, there's one word by the name awakening. Are you here? Are you here? What's your name? Jagruti. Okay. So it's awakening. It's Jagruti. Buddha means awakening. It doesn't mean Buddhism. You get it? It doesn't mean two things. So everyone has the seat of perfection, which is known as Buddha nature, or the seat of perfection. The treasure of happiness is known as how expansive is that treasure? It's infinite expansive. So expansive. It's amazing. So the next is, if this is reality, okay, by the way, this is what one thing to share with you here. Because that this, okay, if this is reality, now tell me, say, when did this treasure happiness come to you? When? This life? Or the last life? Or when? 2 lives ago? Or 2 years ago? Or when? This reality that you have this infinite treasure of joy and happiness. So when did it exist in you? Or when did it come to you? When?
When you realize it. When you realize it for the first time, experience it, that's when it came to you. But it's there.
It is there. It is there. It is there when?
Always.
Always. Okay. This is the thing that we should not forget. You may realize it, you may not realize it, but it's there with us. Always. You getting it? Since time immemorial, since time primordially, it existed within us. It exists within us. So, it's because of this that entity say, so this treasure is more expensive. It will make boys or girls? Huh? Are you sure? But in the past, male chauvinism was there. Male chauvinism, male is better. Even today, some ladies, they say that we are same, but they prefer to have a male child. Females, the mothers. I said that this is where it's the mistake of the mothers. If you give the preference to a male child, then where do you expect to see the equality between the male and the female children? So who has this more expansive the seat of the treasure of happiness? The males or the females? Same, no difference. You getting it? So therefore, if you see any community or if you see any individual being inclined towards male chauvinism, this is a backward. It's a sign of backwardness. There's nothing great in it. It's a pure sign of backwardness. Let's not forget it. If because of this, 2,500 years ago, while the male chauvinistic attitude was at the peak, let me repeat it, 2,500 years ago, while the male chauvinistic attitude was at its peak, the Buddha Shakyamuni, having discovered this reality, that the treasure of happiness within us, it exists equally between the males and the females. Everyone. High, low, no difference, high, low. On that level, everybody is equal. Male, female, poor, kings, queens, or educated, uneducated, everybody has the same potential. It's because of this that he was totally against any form of discrimination, including gender discrimination. He was totally against that. So why? Because that he discovered that everyone has the same potential. Everybody has the same potential. And simply because of where the males are considered as males are given the priority, this is a clear indication of the backwardness of the community, backwardness of the individual. Why? Because that we're back in time where the education was least acknowledged, where the education was not there in the first place. Then the might is right, not the mind is right. Now is the time where the mind is right, not the might is the right. So, under such situation, during those days, at the Buddha's time, 2,500 years ago, The Buddha discovered that we all have the same potential. It's not that the Buddhists, they have a greater potential. No, everybody, whether you believe in religion or not religion, it doesn't matter. Whether you're atheist, believer, or male, female, it doesn't matter. Everybody has the same potential. That makes the Buddha extremely courageous to fight against any form of discrimination. This is very important for us to know that we have this potential. So, if you want to know more about this, how can I know that I do have this potential? If you find that, if you come to know that you have the potential for this infinite, the treasure that happens within you, then you will never ever go through a feeling of the helplessness or hopelessness, worthlessness. You will not feel it. What kills you, what fails you, nobody can fail you. Only you can fail yourself when you say that I'm hopeless. This is the greatest failure. Nobody can, believe it or not, nobody can fail you. Only you can fail yourself when you say that I'm hopeless. So, whereas if you know that you have a treasure within you, ultimate treasure within you, you will never ever feel that you're hopeless, you are worthless. You will never ever feel that. So there's a joy, sense of hope will constantly be there with you. That will make you move forward. Okay, so having said this, if you want to really know more about this, then there's the text. In fact, for you, what I would suggest is that there's one book which Tibetan has published, The Blaze of Non-Dual Bodhicittas, and Vijayala has this soft copy of this. And perhaps Jill can help. Anybody who wants to read more about this, about your own treasure, to discover your treasure of the ultimate happiness, then we have included this short text composed by Arya Nagarjuna, 1st century AD, great Indian master Arya Nagarjuna. You must, okay, yes, the doctor has this. Show this, doctor. This is the book. This is hard copy, and we also have the soft copy, and you can freely get the soft copy. You can download for free. This is readily available, and the hard copy is available only from Tibet House. Maybe these are some copies, extra copies. Okay, so and so what I'm saying is that you want to know more about this. In this book, there's it's a compilation. This was a compilation of many, the texts, short texts, and in there there's one text, short text by the title, In Praise of Dharma Dhatu. In Praise of Dharma Dhatu. So that is Dharma Dhatu, meaning the treasure of ultimate happiness within you, and that short text. And if possible, you have to also study this with the help of a teacher, but simply try to read this, and this will give you such an inspiration. I do have the potential for ultimate happiness. But you're good. Now, if this is the reality that you have discovered, that okay, I do have the potential for infinite happiness, which I'm seeking, and then I'll see that it's not outside, it's inside me. What will be your next question? Anyone?
How do I do it daily? How do I achieve it?
How do I make it manifest? How do I retrieve it? How do I retrieve the treasure? Right? How do you retrieve this treasure? Okay. So let me see Mumbai girls. Right? Let me see how smart Mumbai girls are. Right? Okay, let's see that say my sweater fell in the mud 1 month ago, and then I was a little worried. I washed it under the running water, and it became very clean. It was very clean. Oh, so when something fell in the mud, I don't really have to worry. I can just wash it under running water. It's not very clean. Okay. 2 days ago, again my sweater fell somewhere in the dark. And it fell. And so I was not worried at all. I was not worried. Why? Because I can wash it under running water, it becomes clean. But this time it doesn't become clean. It remains so dirty. It remains so dirty, it doesn't become clean. Okay. What must be the reason? In the first case, it becomes so clean. In the second case, the filth, the pollutant, whatever, it doesn't really go away. It remains so dirty. Perhaps the water, because of the global warming, the water today becomes less efficient. Huh? It must be a reason. Or what could be the reason? Mumbai? Yes, Sanjeevji.
It's the quality of the sweater which absorbs the
Same sweater.
yeah, same sweater. So when it fell in the mud, it did not take in that much of mud as the quality of the material that the sweater was made of. And when it fell into dung,
What? In the dung.
The second time.
Second time?
So
Where?
it fell
Wherever, yes.
and it took in more of it as dirt and did not get washed by the same water which was not different, any different from the first time.
No, I use double the water, still nothing goes away.
So it was not the
Nothing goes away. At least that portion, that much portion which went away the first time, that must be washed away. Even that did not go away. Any reason? Any reason? Any reason, lady dear? Huh? Okay, sorry. Your name? No, I know. So, say your daughter, where is she? To school? Traditional school? Huh? Huh? But the money, yes. Okay. So what Ruchita is saying, okay, did you all hear what Ruchita said? Pamela? The dirt is more stubborn. Okay, Ruchita, tell me, why this, the second time the dirt becomes more stubborn? Why? Okay. Let's not forget what Ruchita said here. Yes.
So, more of a logical thing, I feel. So, let's say, like, if we consider the sutra as a body, as a human body, we might have, like, the water might be a medicine. So, like, it might be that, like, this tolerance for that medicine, which is the water, like, let's say the sutra is tolerant, like, we might have, like,
Changed.
yeah,
Changed because of global warming?
No, more like because we've already like taken in the medicine which is the water one. It might
How
be
do you explain it's like from IIT? Are you from IIT? Okay, I'm joking. Okay, you're saying medicine, so I'm more confused.
no, more like the structure
Yes.
has already been washed once.
Yes.
So when we wash it the
Second time?
it might be less effective.
Okay, so in future, if you forget to wash your dress, don't put it to the laundry next time. Right?
If they are taking it as if they're taking the sucker as a human body and the water as a medicine.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Your name? Dojila, thank you. Okay, now Kapilji.
last time it fell on the mud, maybe this time it fell on something else which does not go away as fast.
Very good.
Mud can go by water, but what it fell on, I don't know.
If fell in the grease, then the water cannot be used.
Yes.
It's very good. Over there?
Exactly what you said.
Well,
Maybe it's an oil.
exactly. Okay, let's not forget it. You're getting it? Let's not forget it. In the first case, it fell in the mud. It can easily go away under the running water. But if it falls in the grease, ordinary water cannot make it go away. You're getting it? You need a very powerful detergent. You agree? Okay. So in what way I made a mistake by washing? In the second case, I washed under running water. What mistake did I make?
What is something else? We could say that we
Yes, did you all agree with Sanjeevji? In fact, the mistake that I made is I failed to recognize what the dirt is, the nature of the dirt. You're getting it? To apply the remedy, you have to know the nature of the dirt to be remedied. You agree? So now question is, if you have the treasure happiness inside, but you're not experiencing it now, you're not experiencing it, which means that it is blocked by the dirt, mental dirt. You're getting it? So now, if you want to apply the remedies to remove the dirt so that this joy inside is retrieved, you have to know what remedy to apply. To know what remedy to apply, you have to know the nature of the mental department. So you're getting it? This is very important. Okay. Now, what constitutes this mental department? What's the nature of the mental departments? Which obscure the manifestation of your infinite joy, the treasure inside. What blocks the treasure inside? Okay, let's say that one example which usually is given is that if we are beggar and we are in a very simple hut and underneath is a huge treasure. You are underneath the floor, it's a huge treasure. As long as you don't discover the treasure, you are a beggar. The moment you discover your treasure, you are no more beggar. Perhaps you are the richest person in Mumbai. You agree? So our job is to discover the treasure. Once you discover the presence of the treasure, what is your next job? Retrieve it. You're getting it? So at the moment, it is similitude to our having discovered the treasure. Now our job is to retrieve it. To retrieve this, we need to know what lost this treasure. Metal dirt, mental departments, they block the treasure. So, what kind of mental departments? This is what we have to know. So, in a loose sense, this mental department that blocks the treasure, it is of two kinds, the gross and the subtle. The gross and subtle, and it is like saying, I don't eat garlic, and then somebody smashes garlic in my mouth. I said, somebody smashes garlic, I don't eat garlic. And then you end up saying, I'm very sorry, I did it. And then you take the mug away, you remove all the solid garlic, remove it, wash it so well and run in water. Now there's no trace of garlic. You smell it, it still smells garlic. So solid garlic is gone, but the smell is left. Likewise, our mental departments, there are two. One which is very solid, and the other is like the smell of the garlic like mental departments. Subtle one and the grosser one. So saying, which of the two, by this logic, which of the two, the gross mental departments and the subtle mental departments, which of the two is easier to be got rid of? The gross one. So this gross one is technically referred to as afflictive obscurations. The gross one is technically referred to as afflictive obscurations. In other words, there's one which blocks the path of your joy and happiness. And the subtle one is known as cognitive obscurations. And so why I'm bringing up all these technicalities is because that tomorrow I will leave. Right? And then you left with the technicalities. There's no choice other than to go to Geshe-la. so no choice. Okay. So with this, the gross one is known as afflictive obscurations, and the subtle one is known as cognitive obscurations. Okay. So afflictive obscurations, in what way it blocks us from our joys and happiness and the fearlessness is that what we seek, there are two things. We seek fearlessness, we seek freedom, and we seek maximum joy. These are two things that we seek. And the fear, who's that? The boys and girls who seek to stay away from fears, or who seeks to get freedom. Boys or the girls? All, educated, uneducated. The believers, non-believers. All. You getting it? So that fearlessness, the freedom that we are seeking, that is technically known as nirvana. Technically it's known as nirvana. In a secular context, it's known as fearlessness or freedom. And second part that we are seeking is we are all seeking maximum happiness. How many agree with me with hands? If possible, the maximum happiness that is possible. I was like, get it. Okay. So this happiness, we have this potential within us. Yet we don't experience it because it is blocked by a set of mental defilements that is known as cognitive obscurations. So the cognitive obscurations block us from attaining the infinite happiness, infinite joy. So that infinite joy, infinite happiness, who sees that? Boys or the girls? Everyone. So that infinite happiness is technically known as Buddhahood or full awakening. Buddha meaning awakening, full awakening. Okay, good. Now what's the next question? Now we have identified the mental defilements. So what's the next question? How to remove this mental dirt, mental defilement is the next question. So say remove the mental defilements and then you experience fearlessness and total freedom and infinite happiness. Same is a Herculean task. It's a Herculean task. Even to prepare a nice meal. Okay, Mrinalji, tell me. I remember having come to your house for a nice meal. So how many ingredients? So what ingredients are required? Potato, rice, 2 or 3 ingredients. Many ingredients. Even for a nice meal, you require multiple ingredients. How many agree with me? So those boys and young girls who never cook, but they get good. They increase that 2, 3, 4. Only those people who actually cooked, they will say many. You getting it? Okay. So you need many ingredients. Likewise, which is more complex, to prepare a nice meal or to get the maximum happiness? To get the maximum, more complicated. More complicated, more the ingredients are required. You are getting it? So what kind of ingredients are required? This book is an amazing book. What ingredients are required to retrieve this treasure of happiness within you? Don't take this as a Buddhist text. You are getting it? Take this as a secular teaching to help us to retrieve your happiness, to get rid of your miseries, to get your maximum happiness. And with this, then we say, as I said earlier, enjoy pizza and don't become Italian. You're getting enjoy pizza. Learn this. Enjoy. Don't become Buddhist. You're getting it? Apply this in your life. Apply this in your life and make your, because of this application, because of this application of what is taught in this text, and your mom, usually when you come, then your mom says, my daughter, would you like to have a cup of tea? Usually what is your response? Again cup of tea. No coffee? No cold coffee? Right? No cold coffee? Always tea. What is this? Right? And today is very different. After this class, right? After this class, it's very different. You go there, and the mother's a little apprehensive. Again, she will say, what coffee, what tea, right? Daughter, you like a cup of tea? Son, you like a cup of tea? Then you say, Mom, please take a seat. I will serve you. Son, what do you like to have? Cup of tea, or cold coffee, or what juice, or what do you like to have? Mother is shocked, surprisingly, pleasantly shocked. Right? Wow, what a change. All these, 20, 30, 40 years. Right? Now suddenly it's very different. Wow, you're very different. You're so kind today. Yes, I went to the 37 practice of Bodhisattvas. Or Geshe Dorji, right? Oh, what is that like? She's not interested in Bodhisattva teachings, but she just to crack the conversation. Right? What is Bodhisattva? Right? Then we explain. Bodhisattva is like this. You have the ultimate nature, ultimate truth, fresh inside, right? So it's not from outside. Okay. So this is amazing. This text is so precious. By learning these, just change your being, become a happier person. Learn how to spread your happiness to others. Don't disturb others. others who are Muslims, Muslims, Hindus, Jains, whatever religion, even Buddhism, following things blindly. Don't disturb them. Don't say that you're following blindly. You don't know the actual reality. No, don't disturb them. Be a part of them. Be a part of them. Just spread your happiness. Your job is not to disturb, not to spread disturbance, but to spread happiness. Don't forget it. So, eat pizza, don't become Italian. You're getting it? And study these things, practice these things, become a happy person. No need to become Buddhist. Yes, Kabirji.
When you compare it to ice cream, I've experienced the joy. So I want to chase it so that happiness comes back again. If I've had alcohol, I have had that nice feeling, so I want to enjoy it. But when all teachers say remove mental defilements, source of happiness is inside it, I have never experienced that joy. So I don't know what I am chasing. If there was some way to taste it, then I want to practice hard to get the whole meal. When you say that remove this defilement, practice, what happiness will come, what will come, I have never tasted. I seem to be just going in the unknown in that.
Okay, did you all hear what the Kabirji said? This is a very important question. Very important question. Saying that the parents, they tell the children that be good, right? Study well, right? And Mom, I don't know where to start. No, study well. No, where to start? I don't know. Right? Teach me this, and the mom doesn't know how to do. Study well, right? This is not our approach. So as Kabirji said, that remove the defilements. Remove the defilements. Then your happiness will come from inside. Remove the defilements. What's the next question? How to remove the defilements? So you're getting it? This question must be asked. If you ask this question, if the other person says, no, you remove the defilements, then you are not on the wrong side. You have to ask the question, how? If you don't ask this question, how? Then the person may know the answer. So you should be the one to initiate this question. How? Then listen to the answer that comes. And then you try to follow that. You're getting it? Say you suffer from tuberculosis. Okay, the doctor is here. Dr. Sanjeev is there. So, say you suffer from tuberculosis. And the doctor already prescribed the medicine. Medicines come on the table. Right? Hey, doctor, I never experienced what is that like after taking the medicine, I'll be cured. I have no experience of that. And how would you know that if I take this, that problem will go over? How do you know that? I've never experienced that. What is your response? Hey, doctor, what do you say? First, don't talk too much. Eat it. Eat it. Then after 6 months, come to me. You're getting it? You're getting it? So if you keep inquiring, if I take this, how do you know that I'll be fine? Right? If you ask this question will never be resolved, and you will never have the benefit. So first eat it, right? Eat it and then come after 6 months. Okay, try Shah. Yes, we stop here.
With that, let's break for lunch. And the second session begins at 12:50 sharp. So please come back by 12:50. And your lunch will be served outside, and you can also come inside after serving the food for yourself. And you can come inside and have your food. And before we move out, I would request Lama Sangha and Jim, would you please invite Geshe Dorji Damdul and Geshe Dorji Damdul to the lunch menu.
What?
Yashila, please invite Yashila and Amy. Yashila, Yashila.